Hi air signs, this is going to be a video for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break down each air sign and each individual sign, but in other videos. So this one obviously is going to be just for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it, but I'm a little bit split on who do I want to start with? Let's start with Aquarius. Okay, so, alright, let's go through what you guys could be experiencing in the possible moment. So this is for Aquarius. Okay, this is an air sign reading. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys are going through a lot. Right off the bat, no cards fell out because it was a lot of cards, but right off the bat, conditioning stuck out to me. So I feel like whoever might be finding themselves in Aquarius energy, I feel like you guys are in the process of breaking a lot of conditionings. And again, that can be throughout your own family, like family conditionings. It's like you're pushing the boundaries, you're breaking the boundaries to get beyond something. You might be experiencing a delay right now. It actually might be frustrating you a little bit. You might be experiencing some severe discomfort. Like, it's like a stagnant energy where you're uncomfortable. You're like, okay, I see what it is I need to do. I see where I'm supposed to be getting to, but I just don't know how to get from point A to point B. Like, there's some type of, like, you can't bring it from the ether into your mind into action. It's hard to get it through somehow. Like, I hope that makes sense, but it's like you're envisioning it, you're processing it, you're like, this is what I want to go after, but what are the steps that I need to take in the physical realm to actually get there? I feel like you guys are in multiple dimensions. I don't know if that's actually possible, but I feel like you guys are transitioning and going through different dimensions. Like, you guys are in the process of, like, working through something. You've been illuminated to something, though. You're in the process of balancing the harmony within yourself. But there's a need to take action towards something, not just look at it from afar. Like, you have to figure out what it is that you're trying to take action after. You have to, I'm hearing where the rubber meets the road. It's like there's something that needs to be put into play here. So we have awareness. So there's something that's being illuminated. There's something that's being revealed to you. I feel like in this process you're uncovering parts of your own self as well. Like, I feel like you're uncovering parts of yourself, but then you're also uncovering something that's been hidden from you for a long time. So I feel like there's been something that's been keeping you from perceiving reality as it is, and it's starting to burn away. This could be your own limiting beliefs. This could be things that you were raised on. Again, with that conditioning's coming back to me. You could be in the process of getting out of some type of conditioning where you're like, okay, this isn't working for me anymore, so I have to listen to my higher self. Like, you're breaking out of some type of condition. I don't know if maybe you feel like you're constantly being restricted, and because you feel constantly restricted, like you're like, why is this person holding me back, or why is this event holding me back? Every time I try and move forward, something happens to prevent me from moving forward. It's like your lesson in this is to push, to persevere, to keep going. That's your lesson in this, Aquarius, is to keep going despite feeling that pressure and that resistance, because I know there's something that needs to be communicated as well. But there's something that, oh my gosh, the ringing in my ear right now, it's my right ear, is ringing. You guys are ascending. Wow. You guys are ascending. You're going through some type of process right now. It's silent now. Peace. You're seeing something clearly. You're getting relief from something. The illusion is burning away. Whatever was holding you back it's burning away. It's burning away. Your guides are removing this veil that has been over your eyes for a period of time. Now, even as a child, you could have had big dreams and aspirations, but for whatever reason, you never pursued them because you felt maybe held back in one way, shape, or form. Like maybe something would happen where it's like, oh, you can't play sports after school because you have to babysit, or because, you know, you have to pick up a part-time job and you have to start, you know, making money. And so you never had that opportunity to maybe explore those hobbies that you wanted to explore. Or like something would always happen where like, oh, I can't do this because my parents won't approve. But in reality, maybe you never asked them, so it's like you never knew. You just kind of thought based off of the past, of their responses from the past. You were just like, oh, well, I feel like my parents wouldn't agree with this, so I'm not even going to bring it up. And because of that, it implemented itself so much that it actually affected you to the point of where like now you're having to realize that veil of being lifted. Like, wait a minute, I'm not actually restricted. I can do what I want. Like, I can manifest what I want. I can go after my dreams. Nobody and nothing is holding me back from doing that. You're starting to see that now. You're starting to see that you hold all the power to make your life colorful instead of just black and white. You have the tools. You have the paintbrushes. You have the chalk. You have everything that you need to color in the lines. See what I'm saying? So it's like you're realizing that you hold that power. You and your connection to source, whoever you source from. Be that the universe or God or whoever, you fill in the blank, right? There's something about feeling like you always have to struggle to make something happen. I feel like that's going to be removed from you, or at least lightened. It's like kind of like trying to grasp at things when you can't see, grasping at something when you can't, like in the dark, like where you're just like feeling around for an object and it's like you can't see, but you're about to get the light turned on. You know, somebody's gonna open the door and and turn on the light, whether that be you or somebody, spirit, your guides coming to you and revealing something to you that gives you that push, that nudge. It's gonna help you. I feel like there's an awareness that's going to come to you, an awareness of something that is happening, something that's opening for you. You're letting yourself settle down and remember that it's okay to kind of take a seat for a second and gather yourself, gather your thoughts. Try not to allow the past, like try not to let the past influence how you perceive your own future. Like whatever it is that you have to work out in the past, make sure that it's not going to affect your future. Because you're looking at something, it's like you have a 50-50 chance at looking at something here. It could either be completely black and white and bleak. Okay, not filled in, no color, no nothing, just simple black and gray. It's grayscale. Everything's grayscale. See what I'm saying? Black and white thinking, that's a psychology term. If anybody's familiar with that, you might be experiencing that. You have the option to look at something with vibrancy or to look at something dull. So it's kind of like that battle between the mind, okay? So you could be being asked to balance something within yourself, air signs. It could be the balancing your own head and heart, logic and intuition, balancing that thought process. How are you going to achieve something? But it's like there's something that's being revealed to you and being removed, the veil's being lifted in order for that to happen. So this needs to take place first. Like this veil, this disillusionment needs to happen for you to see something clearly, and it already is in the process of doing so. You could have just recently met somebody, or you're about to meet somebody. Air signs, specifically Aquarius right now, I feel like you guys have met a lot of people who were catalysts in different ways, but on different magnitudes. Like, you have like the big catalyst where it's like you meet this person and they basically just like flip your life upside down. And then there are like these other catalysts where it's kind of like breadcrumb trails where you're like, oh, I'm getting a little bit closer, okay, this person's not right, but I'm a little bit closer, it's a little bit better. You might be navigating that field right now, but I feel like you've either just recently have met somebody new, or you're about to meet somebody new who's going to basically change the game. Because it's going to push something that has to do with the way something's perceived. There's something that's developing in the mind right now. Be careful not to have too much anxiety, and try and have a little bit more playfulness, because there's a lot of heavy pressure in the mind area right now. A lot of mental conflict is going on. You could have recently gotten into an argument with somebody, and you could have taken time away from them, or maybe you guys had like a miscommunication, like something was like of a miscommunication level. And there might not be communication between you and this person. Could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Silence. Yeah, so there's a need to go within. There's a need to recognize. There's a need to settle within yourself. Come to peace within yourself. Not settle, but settle within yourself. Like, get comfortable within yourself. There's a connection, a deep connection to the moon and to the stars. I feel like something could be revealed to you in a full moon. You're mirroring somebody's image. Like, you're mirroring something back to one another. You and another person are mirroring each other. It's like there's something aligning. There's something aligning. There's something that's being aligned. Yeah, there's something that's being aligned. There's a mirroring energy that's most definitely taking place right now, especially with the silence card and projections card. You could be projecting an energy onto another person, or this person could be projecting their energy onto you. There is also a sense of a past life energy that's going on right now. But you're in a total hang-up. This is kind of like, I feel like a hangman energy coming off of this, where you're being hung up right now. There's nothing to do. Like, you're being hung up in a process right now, because things are coming undone. Things are being cleared for you. Okay? So during this time, this is meant for you to take out the noise of the world. Like, settle within yourself. Get comfortable with where you are. Allow yourself to go through whatever you're going through right now. Be gentle with yourself through this process. It's time to, like, come home to yourself. Reground yourself. Recoup yourself. You're going to need to, because there's something going on with this projections card that I feel. There's some type of significance going on. If there's silence between you and another person, it's happening for a reason. There's something significant about this silence that's taking place. I'm not really sure how to explain it. There's some type of, like, knowing, intuition, connection to this. Yeah, there's some type of projection that's going on between you and a masculine energy. And this could even be within yourself as well. Like, this could be, like, you and your feminine, like, your feminine energy and your masculine energy. I feel like you're aligning with somebody right now who... This is somebody outside. This is an exterior energy. You're aligning with someone right now who you might not have met yet, or who's not clear to you yet. It's like they're right in front of your face, but you don't see them. But that's because there's something that hasn't been revealed about this person. Like, they're not clear to you and you're not clear to them. But you're both right in front of each other. This is for Aquarius. Or Aquarius energy is who I'm reading for right now. Things happen when we're not aware. So it's like something's going to come together when you least expect it, when you're not paying attention to something. I'm being told not to dive too far into this. I'm not sure why. Because I want to. I want to know, but I just got the chills, so I probably shouldn't. Whatever you're going through with an individual right now, if there's silence between the two of you, you're both projecting the same energy to one another. So if one of you is afraid to reach out, you're both afraid to reach out. In one way, shape, or form. The energy is projecting. It's a mirror. Sometimes, this also talks to me about sometimes we create our own illusions, we create our own mask. It's like there's something unclear about this situation because maybe somebody just doesn't know if they want to take action towards it. Something's flowering right now. It's developing, it's opening, it's blossoming. You could have just recently met this person, or you're about to. Or maybe if you have already met them, this person hasn't revealed a whole lot about themselves. Like there's something very mysterious, like unknown. Like you don't really know this person, but you've just recently met them within the last month. And they're not like somebody who you've hung out with a whole lot. Like they're somebody who you've maybe exchanged conversation with a couple times, and then all of a sudden it's just like, boom, not there anymore. There's something with distance, but there's something about it being right in front of you at the same time. I'm not quite sure what that means. I feel like I need to use another deck now. Indecision. So yeah, there's a little bit, it's coming out of a cycle, Aquarius. You're working through a cycle. You have to make a choice. Let something fully reveal itself before you make a choice, though. We have Goddess of the Moon. Big moon energy right now. Something, you have to go with your intuition. Whatever it is, whatever you're in the crossroads with, you have to follow your intuition. Something is being illuminated to you, but there's still something that's kind of illusionary about it. So make sure that you think, because you have a 7 and an 8. That's synchronistic. Something is going to be revealed to you, and you have to really listen to your intuition with this. You could be coming out of a financial constriction where finances are going to get better for you, but there's a strategy involved with whatever it is that you're pursuing, but it's time to take time out right now. Angel of Balance. Something needs to get balanced. This is something very spiritual. I don't know who you've recently met. Anxiety. Yeah, you have a lot of anxiety over this situation. I can see why. Because it's a big decision. It's like you have a decision whether or not to look at something bleakly or to look at something through color. You have a choice right now. You're the only person who's holding yourself back. It's time to take action. Community at the bottom of the deck. Getting out there, connecting with friends, reconnecting with friends. There's anxiety over something. I just don't know what it is. There's some type of strategy involved with something. Okay, you're going through a transformation. Yep, you're leaving something toxic. You're working through something toxic. Or you're dealing with a Capricorn, or you're working towards a business. You could be opening up a business. Or thinking about getting into business, entrepreneurial stuff. You're going after a wish. You're going after wish fulfillment. But there's a strategy. Somebody's overthinking something. There could be a tower moment that's coming, considering the fact I just lost all my cards here. Yep, and the tower was one of the cards that actually just fell out. Scorpionic energy, very strong. I don't even know if that's a word. We have the King of Cups. So you're connecting with someone who has a lot of emotion. Somebody who has a lot of feelings for something. Very strong masculine energy here. Nine of Swords, anxiety again. You literally have so much anxiety on the board. You actually have the card anxiety. Like the feminine has anxiety. And the masculine has anxiety. Okay? So you both, again, you're mirroring each other. Aquarius, you and this masculine are mirroring each other 100%. This person could have strong water, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, then we have the Star card. Some type of healing. This masculine is going through some type of healing, or yeah, this is a healing that's taking place. It's like you could be dealing with an alcoholic, honestly. I just saw big time. I just heard alcoholic, and then I just saw like he's drinking this cup, and then these are all cups in this chest, and the way that it's positioned, it's like he's got a whole chest full of cups here that he's just like drink. Like this person could be prone. If they are not an actual, if they do not identify as an alcoholic, okay, I apologize, but this person likes to drink, or they have a tendency to drink when emotions are involved, when they can't process something. Like there's something with alcohol being some type of a coping skill. Because especially with the Star card here, this is a major healing card for me. So I feel like this masculine energy has had to go through some type of healing process, or they've had to navigate some type of healing process, or they're going through, because especially with the Angel of Balance card here, this tells me that this masculine has had to go through a lot of balancing and healing with this Nine of Swords. Like they are all up in their head, anxious. Like they have two nines. 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So they are sitting between two nines right now. And with the Devil card, this person's gone through a serious transformation. Or they're in the process of a serious healing. So Temperance again, healing, Knight of Pentacles. This is something that's taking time to develop. This is something that's going to be, it's going to require patience. Or you could have another person coming towards you. But I feel like this might be the same person. It's like it's taking them a while to come back around because they have so much anxiety, because they need to go through such a process right now, because they are so full of emotion. Like the King of Cups has a lot of emotion. Like they have feelings. And again, this could be you having to make a decision about something, but you're in the process of going through some type of healing, but you're coming around to healing some type of situation that could have to do with a soulmate connection. Again, either Aquarius. Now it's Sagittarius is on the board. We have Scorpio on the board, and we also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn now on the board. And Capricorn was already out with the Devil card here. So somebody is taking their time going through something, but they want to heal something. Okay, maybe they're not taking their time. Right over this King of Cups. This King of Cups, right now they could be taking some time away from somebody. They could be slow to come around to something, but I feel like once this person gets momentum, they're gonna come pretty quick. Like, this person's coming in with emotion, stability, and passion. Not kings, but, you know, he's coming in as the King of Cups. But he's working on this. You see what I'm saying? Like, he might be working on his stability and working to get something back together in his life to find passion again. Or this could be you. Healing a situation. Because you just came out of something toxic. Healing something. You know? Is this dog hair? So yeah, let's pull one more and then let's move on. I did not mean for this to be this long already. So your best advice is to move forward. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Virgo coming in as Emperor energy here. Something's not quite clear to you yet. Wow, with the King of Wands. Yeah, this person has a lot of attraction towards you or you them. Could be a little bit older, but I feel like this is more of somebody who's just very disciplined and somebody's very structured. With the Hermit card here, again, this could indicate somebody who's a little bit older than you or a lot older than you. But this is somebody who takes a lot of time out for themselves and they're very stuck in their ways, or they know like how they want to do something. Like the Emperor, like you don't tell, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to tell the Emperor how to do something. Like they're going to do it on their own time and they're going to do it their way. And that's very much well how this person is, but they have a lot of passion here with the King of Wands, but there's something that's not clear. Okay, something hasn't been revealed yet. So I feel like there's something connected again to this moon cycle that's going to reveal itself. But you could be dealing with somebody who's a Virgo, who hasn't been communicating, but they've been enlightened to something and they're getting ready to take some sort of action. Especially with the Emperor and the King of Wands here. I feel like somebody's going to take some action towards something after they soul search a little bit longer. But see, your best advice is the Six of Swords, to come out of whatever heavy energy that you're feeling, move forward, come out of it, successfully leave it behind, okay, and keep moving forward, because your ships are coming in with this person. Because again, you guys are mirroring each other, so the more that you can pull your weight in this, the easier that it is for them to pull their weight. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, let's move forward. So we will go to Gemini 2655. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. Oh, I feel like you guys are working through some past life stuff. Gemini, I feel like you guys are going through a serious transformation right now, a serious past life regression. You've completed something. You've completed some type of challenge, you've completed some type of chapter, you've completed some type of leap. Like you've had to take some type of leap of faith, and it has to do with like the ending of something in your life to start something new, and you successfully have moved forward, and you have new vision, you have new clarity on something. It's like you've achieved some type of balance, some type of structure, you've achieved some type of awareness and insight to something. I feel like you could have found your purpose, or you're aligning with your purpose. You're trying, there's some type of soul searching that's going on. There's an alignment that's taking place. There's new hope and joy, I just heard. New hope and joy. I feel like this is like a feeling of being born again. It's like balancing life, the physical. It's being able to understand the universe manifestation and how to balance all. Like how to balance all the things in your life that you're practicing, that you're manifesting, that you're working towards. It's knowing like from your past experiences how to deal with your future experiences. It's opening up to the ultimate, the unknown. It's opening up to God. It's opening up to the universe. It's opening up to whomever you source from, so that it can come down to you. There's some type of insight that's becoming clear to you on your existence, on your roots, on where you want to place your roots, on what you want to focus your time on what's important to you. There's some type of leap of faith that's taken place where you've reached the end of some type of difficult karmic cycle or difficult chapter in your life. Like you've reached the end of it. Like you've reached the end of this difficultness. So there's also been some type of a discovery about the knowing of that home is nowhere physical except for within yourself. It's recognizing that home is where you are, where your soul is. Home is existence, it's source, it's God, it's whomever you connect with. It's recognizing what we forget, and it's because we get so caught up in our everyday lives that we forget the wholeness of just being present in the moment. We forget the wholeness of connecting with God, with connecting with nature, with connecting to the earth, with connecting to the stars. We forget the wholeness of ourselves that we need to be in that present moment, in that present time. We forget the wholeness of what it means to be human, the existence, the experience. We put ourselves in these boxes and we forget to break out of it. We forget to sit down and put our hands in the dirt. We forget that we're only human. And it's time to look at whether we're allowing ourselves to receive the extraordinary gift of feeling at home wherever we are, instead of making it about physical things or material things. It's recognizing that we're home wherever we are, because we are home. It's making sure that you also take time to savor the moments that mean the most to you. It's also time to take a break and go outside. Take a break and connect with the land. Take a break and connect with the stars. Without you, existence needs you. So you were not an accident. There are no accidents when it comes to existence. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody needed to hear that. I saw 3222 on the clock when I said that. You are not an accident, and you are not accidental, because existence needs you. Everything, the stars, the sun, the moon, the trees and the birds and the earth, everything in the universe will feel a small place that is vacant, which cannot be filled by anybody except for you. It's recognizing that unconditional love for you and seeing it in the universe, seeing it being mirrored back to you. You're seeing beyond illusion. You're unmasking yourself. I don't know if somebody's a David Bowie fan, but this just reminded me of David Bowie. You're recognizing beyond the illusion. You're seeing the truth for what it is. You're seeing the dynamics of the world. You're seeing the laws. You're seeing it all. You could be studying something new. You could be studying some type of new spiritual endeavor. You could be just really diving deep into something and just really reflecting and taking that quiet time out for yourself to just really connect. It's, turning in at the bottom of the deck here. It's reconnecting, regrounding yourself, reconnecting the source, letting your eyes open, letting that third eye get really powerful and strong, and letting that intuition just take over. I don't know if somebody's struggling with sobriety, but I just got a message about that, where if you're struggling with sobriety, just reach out. Reach out to a sober community. Reach out to anyone who could point you in the right direction. There are a lot of programs that are available. Meetings. Stay connected. broken heart. Gemini. Yeah, this makes sense with the totality. You've been through something very hard, I just heard achy breaky heart, like something, you've been through some type of ending. You've had to close out some type of serious chapter. You've had to make those hard decisions for yourself to find that peace again. You could have been mourning the loss of a situation, a romantic situation. There's a lot of healing that's taking place right now, actually, within your heart space, but also within your solar plexus where you hold your emotions. There's something that's another 5 too, that's keeping you bound in a situation, but you can free yourself from this. You don't have to stay stuck in this. This is something that you can easily walk away from, but you have to allow yourself the peace in the inner mind to know that. Again, with the Magician card here in the mirror, you're realizing that you have the ability and the power to do something. You have all the tools that you need that are necessary for you to get out of a situation, to move into a productive phase of healing, to move into that new chapter of your life. You're recognizing that. So you could have had some type of, wow, you have 3 5s on the board, 5, 5, 5. You could have been dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could have just been dealing with somebody who is very stable, could have been somebody who you were married to. This person you were attached to because of financial reasons, or they could have offered some type of financial stability in the past. Whatever the case is, there's also an energy here where you're moving away from that type of energy and you're moving to an opportunity that's coming towards you. Now, you could have felt stuck and you could have been feeling stagnant in a situation where maybe you felt constricted, where you didn't have enough finances, or maybe this person you held on to because of opportunities. You know, like, obviously, like, no judgment. It's just those are the messages that I'm getting. So I'm going to, I'm just going to say it how it comes out. No judgment. There's something that connects it with money, but it's a prosperous opportunity. So you could have been in business with someone. You could have been married to someone. Like, financially, you guys shared joint accounts and whatnot. But this attachment, it's going to clear up, because I feel like this is more anxiety. Like, maybe you were staying in a situation because you were worried about finances and stuff. But I see that being alleviated. I see that letting up, like, where that's not going to be like that for much longer. That energy is going to subside. You could be leaving something in the past because you are going to be walking towards something that has extreme value. And it could be self-worth, even, especially right over this card here. Like, this could be self-worth. This could be finding self-worth. This could be recognizing that you have all the abundance that you need and that you're not actually constricted. Like, you have everything that you need. You have all the tools that you need to make something happen. Six of Swords. Seven of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you're moving away from something. You're moving away from something that caused you some type of confusion. But see, whatever you're moving away from that had you stuck in the Five of Swords, which was a lot of conflict, because the Six of Swords obviously comes after the Five of Swords. So if you were in some type of conflict, back and forth type of energy, you're choosing to move away from it, and you're going to have a bunch of different opportunities present themselves, or you're going to have to make a decision on what it is that you want to invest in. But there's going to be something that presents itself to you that's very healing, and there's something that's taking place that it's like you're looking at something and you're thinking about investing in something, and it's like, it can be prosperous, it can be a good investment, but there's something very healing about it as well. Could be an Aquarius energy that you're connecting with. A lot of air and earth. Sun card. So this is something that makes you happy. You're happy to move away from something because it's like you see the opportunities that are ahead. It's like something makes you really happy, where it's like you might even already have like your eyes set on something. You already have, like, you're already watching something. Like you already had your mind made up before it was put into action. So you could have invested in a situation in the past with a fire sign that didn't work out, where you had to take time to heal. There was a healing process that had to take place. There could be a fear of investing in the wrong thing, but I don't think it's much fear though. I feel like you're walking away from something that wasn't fulfilling, and you're going passionately towards something once you fully heal. You could be moving towards a Leo, or you've moved away from a Leo. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you're choosing to walk away from something to go after your own personal happiness. We have the Lover's card here too. Gemini energy. You're going towards something new, something passionate. You could be moving towards a water sign. But it's like you've been illuminated to something. It's like you know where you want to invest your time in. But there's something that's going to be painful in the process, or it's not going to be like... It's like somebody's going to get hurt in the process of something. Because it's like you have to choose to walk away from something because you know where your happy is. It's knowing what makes you happy and going after it. But like knowing that something's not... Like something's going to be hurt in the process, or somebody's going to be hurt in the process. And it could be a fire sign female who you have to choose to walk away from, because there's a decision between like an Aquarius or a fire sign female. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I think more Sagittarius. It's like there's a decision that needs to be made. It's like somebody is extremely, extremely spiritual, and then the other person's like very passionate and like fiery. It's like making a decision on what to invest in, but knowing that somebody's going to get hurt in the process. But you're going after what makes you feel young, or this person's going after what makes them feel young again. There could be an apology involved as well. Like somebody could be apologizing to you, or you could be apologizing to them. You could be apologizing to a fire sign. But it's like there's a soulmate connection on the board here that you're moving towards, but you might not even realize that you're moving towards this. But it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, it's just a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have 6-6. So 66 is like a, for me, that it's like a balance. That's a balance and partnership and harmony number for me. This is moving towards something successfully. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Moving towards what makes you happy. What is fulfilling emotionally. High Priestess, so Piscean energy here. Also Scorpio for me as a reader. But I feel like you're waiting on... You could have some anxiety over this person if you're connecting with a masculine who has strong water placement and strong earth placement. You could have been waiting on this person to come towards you. And it's like you're just minding your own business, but this person's going to come towards you. But you had to go through your own challenges in the midst. So don't get too caught up in this other person's energy, because you're still wrapping up your own cycle. And you have to remember that you have to keep pushing forward, and you have to like live the energy. Like if you're trying to manifest something, you have to feel it. You have to live it. You have to experience it. Like you have to believe it. You have to feel it in your soul, feel it in your heart, in order like for you to just align. Like you have to practice your own, like practice raising your own vibration and maintaining it. Like don't worry about this other person, because it can keep you stuck. Like you want to just tune in, tap out, and tune in, tap out. Like I don't know, what is that? Tune in and listen to the divine, listen to your intuition, connect with yourself every single day. You know, say positive affirmations, but don't get caught up in this other person's energy, because it looks like you're doing your own thing and you're doing well at it. And this is happening in the background. So again, Gemini, don't get caught up in this. Libra, 4505. Libra. Libras, I feel like some of you guys are really struggling right now with balancing. So we have an integration card here. I feel like you guys have come to the end of a full cycle, come to the end of a full chapter. You guys are stepping into the phase of harmony for me. This is balancing both energies within yourself, balancing the masculine and the feminine, which is funny because I just said that I felt like you guys were struggling with it. But I feel like you guys are struggling to maintain it, and I feel like, but it's not struggling to maintain it in a negative way. It's struggling to maintain it as like a challenging way where you're like determined to do so. There's some type of healing that's taking place. You could be thinking about your health a lot, specifically like your stomach health or like your physical well-being. Could be thinking about exercising more. You're in the process of letting go and healing. You're just like in the state of Zen is really how I feel. You're just in a Zen state right now. You're going with the flow. You're listening to your intuition and you're listening to your belly. And I feel like that's very important because I don't feel like a lot of people really tune into their belly a whole lot, but your belly will tell you a whole lot about how you're feeling. You're tapping into that center. You're opening up your heart chakra and you're tapping into your belly, and you could even be getting Reiki done. You could be getting some type of spiritual healing done. You could be going to go visit with somebody to get some type of work done in the spiritual field, where it could be acupuncture, it could be Reiki, it could be some type of guided meditation even. Could be massage therapy even, but you're in the process of just really going with the flow, Libra. Like you guys are really in like some flowy energy right now. You could be really sparking some creativity and livelihood. You could be like nurturing a lot of stuff. You could be working on a lot of new projects that are going to be very successful for you. You could be pursuing new things in the earthly realms, where it's like you're investing in new stuff, you're doing new things to make money, you're planting new seeds, you're watching them flourish and grow, you're nourishing them, you're taking a seat, you're relaxing, you're taking time out, you're trying to heal, you're processing things, you're in the process of balancing the masculine and the feminine, you're in the process of working with all the elements that are in your own chart. It's like you're balancing the energies within yourself. So if you're feeling a little bit off kilter right now, it's going to balance itself out because you're on a really good path right now. And then you have the flowering card here, and that tells me that you're just like, you're 100% abundant. You're really comfortable with where you are. You're comfortable with what you're doing. You're finding peace with where you are. You're realizing that you're a part of things. You're a part of the world that you are in. And maybe you could be recognizing your role that you play in other people's lives, where it's like you're seeing that cycle, that source. You're seeing that connection to the universe. You're seeing that connection to each and every person who's in your life. You're realizing what role you play in each and every person's life and what role they play in your life. And you're really nurturing those seeds. You're nurturing those connections. You're choosing to do the work on yourself, maintain it, and balance it, and thrive. These are beautiful cards, Libra. Beautiful cards. Like, I don't even need to say much more. Everything looks really successful for you right now. The more time that you take for yourself, the more successful you're going to feel. This is a time of creativity for you guys. It's time for you guys to integrate what you've learned into your healing. There's also a need for you guys to go with the flow of things. If somebody suggests something to you, just kind of let it in one ear, out the other. If it sticks and it's meant for you, then it's meant for you. But if not, just go with the flow. Try not to resist too much, because you're in the stage of flourishing creativity, and I feel like you're choosing to be in this state. I actually feel like you're choosing it. Like, you're like, no, I'm just going to do my thing. Like, no, I'm going to just go sit over here for a little while and just do my thing. I feel like you're manifesting the person of your dreams, too. I feel like you're manifesting that love. So we have the Sun card here. So, again, this is beautiful energy, Libra. Like, honestly, beautiful. If you guys aren't in really good energy quite yet, like, this is what's coming for you because it's going on in the background. So you're in a place of healing right now, and it's because it's part of your journey. You're coming up on some type of crossroads where you're going to have a couple different options, and you're going to have a couple different decisions to make. And it's like there's a need for you to balance in this process. Oopsie. So there could be a lot going on right now with your solar plexus. I feel like you're coming into tune with your head, your heart, and your gut. I feel like you're in alignment with all of these things. You've completed some type of cycle. It's like you're ready to take action towards something, but it's like something needs to just balance itself out right now. I feel like you're working with a master number 13 as well. So if you were in a state of financial constraints, you're about to become alleviated of that. You're going to take action towards some type of abundance, some type of healing. Again, with that masculine, feminine energy that's being balanced in you. You're contemplating something, Libra. I feel like you could be in the process of thinking and analyzing something. It could have to do with clarity, could have to do with a perception, could have to do with a job opportunity or a new beginning towards something. They're calling for some type of strength. I'm hearing some type of strength is required. You could be contemplating a new job opportunity. You could be going after some type of new career field. You've had to take time out from a situation, but it's because you've had to heal. But it's like your healing journey's connected. Your healing journey's connected to what you are contemplating, and this could be your life path. Whatever it is, it's balanced. There's something balanced. It's like you fully aligned with some type of career or some type of career path, but you need to go with the flow. Because you have something, there's something up your sleeve, or you're thinking about something. Whatever job, whatever creative endeavor or whatever job you've been thinking about or career option you've been thinking about, you're about to make a decision and take action on it. Because you recognize it's something that is part of your journey, that there's passion here. And there's stability. Yeah, so something's very balanced and very, it's very balanced, equal. Something's coming in. You could be receiving communication about a job opportunity, or you could be receiving a job opportunity, 3 of Pentacles. This is a new contract. So you could be receiving information of a job opportunity, but you have to let something go. You have to clear out the past. Balance out. There's too many, I'm hearing too many ducks in a row. I know that that's not the saying, but that's what I heard. So I don't know if you just are one of those people where you have a lot of irons on the fire, quote unquote. It's alleviate some of that, because you're going to need that energy to work on whatever it is that you're about to go after. You're going to be receiving some type of communication now. If this isn't about a job, if this is about another person who you're aligning with, you're either an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you're dealing with somebody who wants to come in and offer you some type of stability. But again, there's some type of healing process that needs to take place, because somebody's contemplating something with taking action. But somebody's about to receive communication because they've been thinking about something. Could even be a spiritual insight, like a spiritual download, like an epiphany moment. But I feel like this is communication going towards the person who wants to offer stability. Or the person who wants to offer stability is going to offer the communication. Because somebody knows that there's a contract here. It's way too many cards. Somebody knows that there's a contract here. There's something new here to plant seeds. Like, there's seeds that have been planted here in the past, and somebody's coming back, I'm hearing. We have the Empress here. So if you're a feminine Taurus energy, Capricorn, Virgo, mainly Taurus. There's something that you have to release. Could have to do with the past. Or maybe you have to release this Empress energy. Maybe you have ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, somebody that there's a stable foundation with, but I feel like this is more or less the Empress energy having to release something for this to come in. Because there's something that's happy here. We have the Sun card. Something is going to make somebody very, very happy. Some type of communication that's going to come in is going to make somebody very happy. Very joyous. It's basically like two suns over each other right here. So we have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Fool card. Somebody's in mental conflict. Like they don't know what to do. Somebody has a lot of conflict over taking a new start. They're going back and forth in their own mind. And that could be what has to get balanced out. Nine of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. So somebody could be balancing out, like, what do they want? What do they really want? What do they really want to invest in? What do they really want to go after? Do they want to stay single because it's like they're comfortable where they are? But it's like they're reaching for the truth. They're going to reveal something. You could be dealing with somebody who is strong. Leo, Taurus. Yeah. But I feel like somebody's moving forward. Like there's going to be something that's revealed. Tower card just slammed out. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to come in with an apology. We have the Tower card with the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're going to get a message of some sort to balance out a situation. Could be an apology from somebody. But there's an energy here where it's like, don't worry about it, just keep doing what you're doing. Because it's, unless you know that this is you that needs to take action towards something. With this Star card, it's come out in every single one of these reads. So we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, or this could be something that's very spiritual. Something that's very divine. But with the Star card, somebody's gone through a major healing, and there's been some type of foundation that's crumbled in order for something to come back in. So if you've recently not been in contact with somebody, I feel like you're going to be in contact with them. So honestly, like, the best advice in this situation is it's just to keep doing what you're doing and release what no longer serves you. If something is causing you sleepless nights or it's disrupting your peace, like, don't waste your time on that. Just let it go. Let it go and move forward. Like, doesn't mean that you have to just, like, give up all your feelings, but it's like you have to also find peace, you know? Like, you can't just stay stuck. You got to keep moving forward so that the energy can keep flowing. But that's really what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will leave the timestamps. So again, I hope these messages helped, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.